Let's talk about widgets, and specifically widgets in the blog sidebar. We got a few things going on here, whether maybe ads or featured section, your popular menu, Twitter, etc. Now, hopefully you're somewhat familiar with the drag and drop feature and widgets with WordPress. If not, I would recommend checking that video out on the WPO 101 videos that we include a link to when you get a theme from us. Because I want to go over kind of drag and drop and how these things work. But if you're not really understanding what a widget is, then I would recommend checking that out. So what we're going to do is go to Appearance, Widgets. We want to find the blog one. So we'll see Blog Sidebar. All right. So we'll see our tweets, our custom menu, and we got some other stuff going on. So I come back in here, I'll see the same thing. All right. And first thing is, it's a really cool drag and drop. So we'll see right now, for instance, the text widget is below the menu widget, right? So here's the menu, here's the text. If I come in here and I move this above it, release it, it's going to auto-save it. Don't have to worry about it too much anymore. If I refresh, what do I get? I get now the text widget here and then my menu, all right? Okay, so we have our tweets for our Twitter, I should say. All you want to do is enter your ID in there. You should know what your ID is. Just, your Twitter account / and then your ID. Self-explanatory. A text widget. A text widget allows you to do just that. Drop in standard text. It's great for embed codes. An example of an embed code would be, for instance, a PayPal button. Maybe you're going to put a PayPal donation button, for example. PayPal gives you a little line of code. You drop the code in. Or it's like a weather widget, a calendar widget, anything that a third-party company, software, whatever gives you would be an embed, called an embed code. You could paste that here. You can also do basic HTML. So for instance, if I do I'm not saying you should know HTML, but just in case maybe you do, or you have a developer, or whatever that case may be, a text widget is great for that. You can do basic HTML. You'll see that I bolded this text right here. You can drop little images into it. You can do a lot of stuff with this, and it's great. Okay, you can do as many of these widgets as you can as well. I always forget to mention that, but if you use the text widget once, doesn't mean you only can use it once. You can keep dragging these things over and do as many as you like to. Below that, we have our popular section. Give the title, how many posts total to show up, and then how many per slide. And by per slide, if I come over here and I do this, it's going to slide. All right? Easy enough. Now, right now, there's a small little bug. It's supposed to go based on comments. How many comments you get makes it a popular post. Right now, it's automatically by default showing into the section when we create it. Ignore that. That will be fixed and that will be taken care of. Below that, we have our featured section. I covered this in the blog tutorial. To get your post to show in the featured section, you must make sure you include the featured tag. If you don't add a featured tag, it does not show. And again, if you're not sure what I'm talking about, please go watch that video again on tags. You need to use a featured tag, not a category, a tag, to show up in here. The category makes it show up here. So if you use your selected category, your featured category, that's for this one. But again, the word featured for tags is what shows up in this section. All right, and that's right, where are we? Featured posts. Again, you can change your title, how many you want to show up. You want 6, you want 20, you want 50, whatever. And then here's your tag name. You keep hearing me say featured. Maybe you don't want to use featured. Maybe you want to call this posts or weddings or whatever. That is the keyword that you need to type in as a tag. Right now, we're using featured because it's just easy to make sense. Okay? Next, your banners. Excuse me, your ads, I should say. This is not dynamic in the fact that you can sit here and upload your image here. You would have to upload your image to the media library under this section, get your URL, paste your URL for the image. So, for example, if I go to the media library, I have all these images, and let's say I have a these right here are 125 by 125s. I've uploaded a 125 by 125. I would come in here, I'd find it like we see here, and then get the URL. This is the URL that makes the image show up. So I would copy this URL, come back to widgets, and then we're at 125 by 125. I would paste that in there. Now if you want this to link somewhere, like to Style Me Pretty or whatever the ad is for, you need to paste in the link where it takes the user when they click it. You know, whatever.com, whatever.net, wherever it would go if they click it. Each section allows you to do 4 boxes. So you'll see that we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Now whether you fill out all 4, that, you know, that's entirely up to you, but it allows for 4. Every time you need more, you would have to go ahead and drag over another one, just like this. Drag it over, fill it out. This works the same thing, the same way with the 300 by 250, except this is a single one. Make sure, really important, it's not going to crop and size these for you. So if the ad is 300 by 250, you need to add it at 300 by 250. Actually, let me rephrase that. If you wanted to add a 250 by 250, you could. If you wanted to do it something smaller than those aspects, you could do that. But you can't upload a 400 by 350 and expect it to fit and crop automatically in there. It's not going to do it. It's an exact fit. Okay, same thing with the 125 by 125s. Make sure they're exact fits. Also, same thing for the 120 by 600. That's the skyscraper. That's the really tall, long ones. We don't have those in the demo, but that's the long ones that you see that are vertical, just like it's called a skyscraper. All right. Now, quick caveat is we've set it up to where most default WordPress widgets will work with this. So if I drag over pages, that will work. If I drag over links, you know, that should work. But we don't make every single widget, every single plugin, everything compatible with this because it's virtually impossible to do. All right. So if you've uploaded something, you've installed something that's not working, please contact support and let us know. We'll see what we can do. But just, you know, be aware that not every single plugin and or widget works and is compatible across the board. It's just, you know, the nature of working with WordPress. All right, that will take care of this one.